So where we are now, we're about an hour and a half north of Orange County, up the 5 freeway, and then we got up on a dirt road and traveled about another 40 minutes.
Yeah, 45 minutes, maybe a little bit more.
So Joey used to live up in
Ventura,
and his family had orange groves down here.
yeah, citrus farmers.
And so he used to come up here as a kid. His dad would drop him off, pick him up in 4 days.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
his dad used to have a horse, and how'd that work?
When they were kids, they'd tell their parents they were going in the back country, and they'd take a horse and at 22 and some food.
At 12 years old.
12 years old, and then they just take off for 4 or 5 days, and it was like, okay, see ya.
Different world. But anyway, so where are we?
This is Doe Flat Trailhead. It's one of the, if you're into long drives on dirt roads to get to someplace, the trailhead, this is one of the, in Los Padres, this is one of the ones that's the longest to get to. But
and you need
four-wheel
drive, high clearance. I have 2-wheel drive. You need high clearance.
Yeah, high clearance. Yeah,
clearance.
Yeah, they usually close it down for the winter, and then by May 1st, it's usually opened up. But yeah, it gives you you're surrounded by wilderness, as you can see. You got the condor sanctuary over here.
We passed 50 rabbits coming in.
Yeah, lots of rabbits this year.
Lots of quail.
Lots of quail.
And a local said there's a lot of rattlesnakes, so we'll be eating good.
Yes.
So where are we gonna go?
We are going to go on the Doe Flat Trail. It's an old Jeep trail that you can no longer use, but it goes up to the first place we'll stop at is Squaw Flat, then Cow Springs. Eventually we're going to go down into Alder Creek, but it's also
this is Chumash territories.
Yeah, Chumash Indian in this area, and as far as I know, I don't know any of the subgroups or anything like that, but anyways, yeah, you can go toward Agua Blanca, which is another big creek, and it goes off towards the west. But this is all Cespi drainage area. Yeah, just above Fillmore, California.
And these guys here used to work their way all the way down to Long Beach and to what's it called? The Palos Verdes, land of the big sky, where they would meet up with the Gabrielinos, the Tongva, and they'd trade. And these guys would trade north of here with another tribe. They'd get obsidian from up there by Yellowstone and up that way. And the trade line would just trickle all the way down till it hit the coast. Now these guys would go all the way down to Long Beach, which is where we started today. And they'd take reed boats out to Catalina to soapstone. They'd get soapstone, they'd bring it in, and they use that for cooking. So I mean, these guys really got around. But this is what the trailhead looks like. One other guy up here. Okay, today I'm going in with my Hummingbird Outdoors pack. It's a really cool looking pack. Got a big panel here, a big bag here. This is these are from Leonardo DiCaprio's The Revenant movie. These are the actual props, and inside I've got some yucca cordage, some deer leg bone hooks I made, gouge hooks, in case I run into some pools. We did pass a nice waterfall down below, but the water's mostly gone already up here. I've got fuel, some cooking oil, got my canteen, I've got one trekking pole, got a solar lamp, I've got tons of cool stuff in here, carabiner, schmog hat, turn this around. This whole panel here just velcros off, and you can raise it up, raise it down, however you want it, flip it upside down, whatever you want. Or you can pull it off if you have a half sleeping pad, and you can use this for your feet. You can use this for a seat sitting down. It's got some removable things here. I got a more knife. It just happens to match the coloring. Daisy chain all the way down. I've got a GoPro mount here. These are off of like a ULA circuit. Same design here, but these are a little bit longer, adjustable. They can hold. You can set them up so you can hold your fly rod while you're tying. Another one here. Real nice material, really light. Clasps at the top. Over. These are allergy medicines and headache medicine. Deer. A deer passed by here, dude.
Yeah.
Looks like a grapevine. Poison oak. It might be a grapevine because there's a camp, an old camp, real close here.
Not much left.
This is Squaw.
Squaw Flat.
Look at that rock. Something odd about that rock.
It's got shells in it. You'll see that.
Fossils.
This used to be under the ocean. You'll find that a lot up here. See all the seashells.
Clamage. Clams.
Man, it is hot already.
Little bearded clams.
Looks like poison oak right in there. So.
Looks like grapes growing right down there.
Yeah. You used to get a few handfuls of grapes at the right time of year, but the animals will eat them quick too.
You want to kick back here or just head on to the next one?
Well, why don't we just take a break here for a minute
Alright.
in the shade. I'm gonna look at the map and I'll tell you what our next destination is.
Well, two of the items were two snakes that looked back on Sodom and Gomorrah and froze while mating. Now, could it be, that is what you're looking at here. Look at this. Whoa. Could it be? Now, one of the other items was a baby kraken, or dragon if you will, emerging from an egg that was found near the river Styx. Could it be? Could it be what you're looking at? Could this be the missing poor man, Ron Jeremy, treasures off of the Calypso? If so, they're going to be right here on the trail, and I located these about a mile back, huh?
Yeah, you carried them a long way. I'm kind of shocked.
I wanted to carry them to the top, but there was no shade, and there's no shade in sight, so here's where they will stay. If you're coming up this trail, you will run into the alleged kraken and the mating snakes. en route. Have a blast. If you get them, and if you bring them down and sell them, you split that with me. I get 20%. The heat will do things to you.
It's brutal. Brutal.
Out of all the years I've been backpacking, I've never seen this. Look at this. It looks like a little snake. Legless lizard, maybe. It looks metallic. I don't know if it's poison or not.
Grab it by the tail.
Look at it. Woo, look at it.
That's a snake.
Yeah, it's got the head and everything.
Baby snake.
But I don't know what kind.
It's not a rattlesnake.
It's cool though. See that? If anyone knows what it is, let us know. Then you come around this corner and right away you see that back there. A cypress tree and a pine. Now the cypress tree is not native here. Somebody planted that, which means there's probably a house back here at one time. As well as there's another one right back there. So we're gonna go check that out. We're on our way to an old uranium mine. It is hot. Here's that cypress. Now this fire pit built out of pieces of an old house, brick and stuff. I believe there used to be a house somewhere in this area. Joey's never seen it. How many years you been coming back here?
Since the 80s?
And getting through here doesn't look like he's coming through here in a decade, huh?
No. You know, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I might have been the last one, because it doesn't look much different. I actually didn't think we were, I didn't remember, we just hit a brush wall.
Well, we hit a brush wall, put our heads down and plowed through.
I'm ready to pass out, you ready to pass out?
And going back's gonna be even harder because the brush is kind of growing this direction.
Yeah, but I think we'll, after a rest, we'll have a little more
Yeah,
energy.
we're just ready to pass out. We got some cold water. We just set these up. The bugs are really bad right now. I got my light charging over there. Set these up. We're gonna get in here and take off our boots, pants, just lay on shorts and no shirt and just relax and wait out the heat of the day. And then from here we're headed where? Where's the uranium mine? Which way?
It's due west.
Okay, we're gonna hit the uranium mine, and then after that we're gonna go back down to, what other campground is the other one?
Cow camp.
Cow camp.
By Stone Corral. That one's got some really nice geological formations.
So we'll probably stay there for the night, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
And then from there we'll go down further.
Alder.
Alder. This is not a bad little spot though to spend the afternoon. It's hot, really hot. That's the closest I came to passing out in a few years.
The Allison mine.
Yeah, the Allison mine, the heat, that was a really bad one too. Look at that thing biting me. I gotta get him. Yeah. Lay there as a warning to the rest. Yeah. I'm getting bit bad, dude. I'm getting inside.
Yeah.
Between the heat of the day and the bugs, it is miserable out here. I've got my clothes off down here and I'm laying in this thing, and the sun got to me, so I moved it in back of these trees. I was out there and the sun came creeping over and I was barbecuing. So I moved it down here and I noticed there's some kind of big bed dug out here. Maybe a bear. I don't know what sleeps here at night. I don't plan on staying here. But then I heard like a snort back here, and I was unaware there's wild pigs in the area. So I don't know about that. I'd rather not find out. But the bugs are horrible, horrible back here. You know, we knew it was going to be a bad time of year, but given the weekend, and given the options, and given the crowds, we chose this one. Now, as soon as it cools, we're going to hunker down here until it cools off. And then we are going to start back towards a fork in the road and choose if we're going to make a right or a left. We may just get out of here and go find something else. Because if we go the other way, it's about the same elevation. It's going to be the same thing. And there's only one tree at that next camp, if it's still there. So we may spend the night. We may end up getting out of here. But we came, we tried it, and I gotta hand it to the Gabrielina, the Chumash back here. They're sleeping in little like wake up type things. In back of me, there's a nest of ants that's just, and to my right, there's a nest of ants. They're just everywhere, and the horse flies, and the deer flies, and the bees, and it's just, it is miserable out there. So, how they did it, I know they didn't have an option, but how they did it, I don't know. Maybe that's why they were nomadic, and they just didn't have a set camp. They moved from place to place. Ah, something's biting me right now. Okay, the flies are real bad still, and here I am, like my last will and testament. I'm in this fortress of solitude. The flies buzzing all around me. I can hear wild boars or something grunting off to the side over there. I can hear something else screeching over here. But you hear the constant zzz, these flies just trying to get in here. When I first got in, I had to kill maybe 30 or 40 that got in here with me. I'm laying in a body of flies underneath my mattress. Now, when you're in here for 4.5 hours, 3.5 or 4.5?
Well, we got here about, I guess, about 11:30, and it's about 3:45 right now. So what's that?
4 hours?
Maybe four and a half hours.
This is chaparral years. He says that's similar to the dog years.
Yeah.
So it almost equals 172 hours, like that dude that had to cut his arm off.
which we've contemplated multiple times already.
So I'm sitting here and we're thinking, what are we gonna do when we get out of here? We got to think of another adventure. Well, first we're gonna have to grab something to eat. So if we don't get a wabbit on the way down or a rattlesnake to cook in the parking lot, which we're hoping for, we're thinking we went Arby's. Arby's, and we're thinking of the different menus of Arby's. But what if this is one of those? What if this is one of those Nazi towns that doesn't have Arby's? So we're thinking, we might have to stoop down to McDonald's or Carl's Jr. So we're thinking all kinds of stuff like that. And then I'm thinking these flies are really bad. Maybe we should just make a break for it. He goes, hell, I gave up. I'm sitting out here on my throne, whipping myself with this little thing. He goes, I have become one with them. I am Lord of the flies.
I am Lord of the flies.
And I've got all these flies lined up on the screen trying to get to me. And I'm like the priest on
No, you're...
In Amityville, so many flies. So many flies. Oh, man. Dude, you're going to have so many welts on you. He took his shoes off, right? And he had a blister. And that blister was popped. And
they went right to it.
They went right to it. There were like 30 flies just biting you. Get on, just trying to get to that blister. It's like, look at them, man. I don't think they see a lot of people back here.
No. No. We got the hummingbirds, we got the scrub jays, a few doves that come through,
Oh,
but that
man.
is about it. Everybody else has left for the summer, which is the smart thing to do.
But we wanted to see it, so we
Well, we
came.
gave it the try.
We
It's on the
saw.
list.
We're still going to at least check out the uranium mine on the way out of here.
Yes. But we have made the executive decision that once it cools down about 5 o'clock or so, like another hour, feel the temperature start to drop, and then because there's no shade on the way out.
No, there's one tree.
There's one
One tree.
at Squaw Flat. There was that kind of, and it's kind of a janky oak tree, and it's on the west side. So on the way out, it'll be casting shade
Into the poison oak.
into the poison oak, which is behind it, which is no bueno. So
Look, there's an old tin from a old
yeah.
1950s or 60s or 70s TV dinner. So what is this?
This is I've been told that this was a uranium mine or prospect. You know, right after World War II, there was kind of a craze where people were out looking for uranium all over the place. And so you see these, I think this was just a test. I don't know that they ever mined anything here, but it was a test. It kind of also looks like a test well, but that's what I was told. But you can see, like, from the junk, they're the old cans from the 50s where you had to poke it with the church key or whatever you call it. Yeah. And they had piped water in from over where we were.
Yeah, the water's piped all the way from back there. Oh, look. Fish hooks, future fish hooks.
They poured concrete here, and they had these, there's some kind of equipment here to go down inside. Here's an old, you might recognize this. That's Bubble Up right there. That's a Bubble Up bottle.
Yeah, it is.
And there's a piece of a mug there.
Look at that chain there.
Yeah. And you can see some tin up over here.
There's some over there too. Look.
Yeah. There's more pieces of pipe over here. See, that's a little
the chain comes way back here. Look.
Yeah. See, that's a little pond that they dug there for water.
Bringing that water in.
You can see that's not natural. And then just throughout here, there's just more metal, and there's so many fires that have come through here. There's not much left. But this was probably where the tool shack was. Because there's so much metal right here. And there's some wood. There's a post right there, so that might have been even a marker for the claim. You can kind of see here that this looks almost like it was a foundation piece right here. And then out here, there's another, looks like they had another
pond. Another cement pond.
Yeah. It looked like this was like a big old, this is some kind of a implement. You can kind of see with the curve. It went to some kind of piece of machinery or something.
Who knows what they had going on back here.
This is another pond.
Some more metal down there.
Not much left now.
Okay, few, if any of you, will remember this tune and what it means, what it came from. Do 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 do. Look at this and tell me what you see. And now I'll show you what I saw.
That's a beaut.
There's one in the chamber.
Got it. Oh,
Whoa.
did you get that?
There he is. Cool. Check out this horned toad that's crossing the trail. Cool looking. I caught one just like him in oh, what's the name of that gulch before you get to Graveyard?
Burrow Canyon? No, Burrow Canyon's too far down.
Notice it's in the middle of dirt, not near any weeds. Brought my bacon here. Harvested a cactus back there on the trail. Cutting board. Salt. Eggs from Billy's Egg Farm. Some butter. Some Earl. Fuel. Vargo. The bacon was frozen in here, and then this was frozen, wrapped up in this, inside of that little grocery bag. They were still, this is it's cool, so I don't think that it went bad. Besides, that's thick bacon, it was smoked. Thick bacon, and it's smoked, so. Yeah. And he's going to boil that, chop that cactus all up with the mora, and he's going to boil it for 5 minutes to get the goo stuff out of it. We'll dry it, strain it, and we're going to throw that in with the bacon, break that bacon up and throw it in there, and with the bacon grease, and then we're going to throw in a couple eggs. A little tailgate before we get out of here. You got a horsefly chewing on your forehead. You got him.
Oh, Jesus, look at that.
Oh, he's blood. You didn't even feel it was there. Look at that.
Look at that. They're little
It was
vampires.
chewing.
Vampires. Oh, man.
Those mosquitoes are relentless, huh?
Oh, they're brutal. Mother.
Okay,
sorry for my language, but
we got 2 eggs, Billy's Farm, cactus from here, some Thai chili, little oil, salt and pepper, some thick bacon. We're gonna eat this iced tea, and we're getting out of here. Dig in, dude.